Many of us wish, oh gosh, I wish I had a dedicated Lego room, maybe a basement in my house, maybe the attic, maybe even another building so that I could build this massive Lego city. And wouldn't that be nice? The internet is filled with displays of that, and they're magnificent. I don't have that kind of space, and you might not either. Most of us don't. But I want to show you how it's possible to build in a small space, 48 by 20 inches, a Lego themed display that you can tuck anywhere. I'm Tom Bray, since 1954, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I did exactly that this week. It's a work in progress, but I want to show you what I have. Recently, I visited the Lego Jurassic World dinosaur exhibit, which was magnificent. I did a whole video on it. It was at my local science museum here in Portland. And I came out of that exhibit so jazzed about my Lego Jurassic Park sets, which I had to put away because I had a fire in my garage last year, you'll remember. And so I got them out and washed them and was determined to reassemble them and display them again. Let me show you what I have as the basis for this kind of little world that I'm building, and then I'll show you how I integrated these sets. Last year, what retired were the anniversary sets of Jurassic Park, and I'm lucky enough and smart enough to have grabbed a lot of them. So the first set that I grabbed is this one, the Velociraptor Escape. It's set number 76957. It's a 4+ set. And it's very simple, and it took a lot of grief from some for being simple, but I absolutely love it. Of course, I love the dinosaur. It comes with 2 very cool minifigs. So that's the first set that I grabbed and got out and determined to put on this small Lego world I was building. The next set was the Dilophosaurus ambush, which is a really famous scene in the movie where poor Dennis Nedry gets himself splattered by the dino while he's trying to escape in the rain off of the island. So that was the next set that I have that I got out and washed up and put back together. The next one was the Brachiosaurus Discovery, which is one of my favorite Jurassic Park sets. It has a really cool brick-built tree. And I also managed to snag an extra tree at my Bricks and Minifigs store that I could stage with another scene from the movie and some extra kind of dinosaurs that I had. So I'm loving that I bought this set. I kind of wish I had bought another one. That's true with a lot of these sets. I wish that I had bought them when they were on sale and gotten duplicates just because of the dinosaurs. The next set was the Triceratops Research that I had purchased, which was set number 76959. I really love that for the cool vehicle and just the colors of the vehicle. And also that dinosaur is just great. The last set is kind of from that series, is the centerpiece of this display, and that is the Visitor Center and T-Rex Raptor Attack, which is 76961. And it's a really impressive display. Do I wish that it sat up higher so that there were kind of stairs approaching it like you see here in the picture? Yes, I do, and I imagine eventually I could build that. But is it a cool building? Yes, it is. Very simple, but very cool. The design is great. The Raptor's great. The T-Rex is great. The inside of the building is really sweet. A lot of detail in there. Dr. Wu's lab, and of course the area where the kids are eating all the sweets when they see the raptor going to attack them. So I decided to make that the center piece of the board. Now, I have these Jurassic Park sets, and I was so excited by this exhibit that I went to that I was determined, even though I don't know a lot of the Jurassic World movies, I don't know a lot of them, I was determined to buy the sets anyway, the ones that are out right now, because I wanted to be sure that I got those dinosaurs and got the sets. I didn't want to make the mistake of letting them go by. I managed to pick up 2 other sets along the way that were used at my Bricks and Minifigs store, and that is 75935 Baronix Face Off. which is not a set that I was aware of, but I picked it up inexpensively. And then 10756, the Pteranodon Escape, and that's the winged creature, and I think there's a helicopter in that set. This is from before 4+ sets, when I think they called them junior sets here. And of course, I love those sets anyway, because I love the printed pieces. So I was delighted to get that cheap. There were a few pieces missing, mainly the minifigures, but that didn't bother me too much. What I wanted were the dinosaurs. You know, the helicopter is, like most 4+ or really simple sets, the rotor blades are not very complex, but still it was a lot of fun. So let me now take you an overview of my Jurassic Park world. I established the kind of some base plates along the top of the table. The color is kind of an off green, kind of not a very bright green, which I kind of liked. It kind of implied to me, more of a jungly mixture. I had bought some trees before, used from Bricks and Minifigs, so I have them, and I put them up. At the center of everything, I put the visitor center. And on top of that visitor center, I put the helicopter from that junior set that I bought used. And then there was also, from the other set I bought used, a trailer that I kind of tucked away around the corner. The Jeep from the Triceratops set, which is the green Jeep, to kind of simulate that scene in the original movie where the Jeep falls over the edge and gets caught in the tree. So that was fun. I kind of hung it up in there. And along the Raptor Escape, the 4+ Raptor Escape area, I tucked in the other pieces from the other junior set, just because they kind of went together. They're simple. And just because it was really fun to do, and I put the Raptor there. We're going to cross where the poor sick Triceratops is lying on his side. And that's, of course, a scene from the movie. And we find the scene where Dennis finds himself in trouble. And so I propped up the Jeep from that set at an angle where it looks like it's crashed and maybe rolling down a hill, caught in the water. I was kind of pleased with the look of that. And then I staged the dino and Dennis with his splatted face there in the sign. And he's kind of tucked away in that corner. And then opposite him is the Brachiosaurus set with Dr. Grant in the tree, and that tall Brachiosaurus eating the leaves of the tree. So that's the basis for this world that I'm building. I have more room, and so I intend to add some Jurassic World sets, and you can see them here. And as I build them, I'm going to tuck them into this table that I've set up to form my, Dino Jurassic World. So that's it. That's what I'm building on a 20-inch by 48-inch table. Have you done something similar? I would really like to know the smallest space you've managed to tuck in a themed Lego area. I know that a lot of people build on shelving, and I think that's a very, very kind of cool idea. I've never done that on a shelf. I'm just curious if you've ever used a small table and where you have it and kind of the theme of what kind of Lego you've put on that table. Let me know in the comments. As always, I learned so much from you, and I'm really happy to hear from you. Until next time, happy building.